In this video, I'm going to show all my students the possibilities of higher education. As soon as we got picked up from the airport, we started our long drive to our apartments through Barcelona. Can you believe it? In the middle of the road, there was a playground. We arrived in the early afternoon, which in Barcelona is the time when they take a siesta. During this time, all of the stores closed down, at least the local owned ones. There were also a lot of small vendors that set up their stores on the streets. Finally, after a long drive through the streets of Barcelona, we arrive at our apartment door. As you can see, our apartment had a balcony right over the street. It was a pretty cool thing to see. We were on the 4th floor of our building, so when you got out on the balcony and looked down the street, we were only a few blocks away from the Sagrada Familia Cathedral. It was one of the tallest churches I have ever seen and is still under construction. Since we got there on a Wednesday afternoon, we didn't have to go to class that day, so a couple of friends went hiking to a park. In the park, you can see, we found a ping pong table that had paddles and balls just sitting out. This is me playing with my friend Alistair. While in the park, we came across this group of older gentlemen. One of them spoke English and told us that every day at the same time, they all gathered to play this game. The park was on the south side of the Sagrada Familia Cathedral. Construction began on it over 100 years ago, and builders say that it still will be another 100 years before it is fully built. One of the cool things about Barcelona was there is no uniformity to the streets. Here you can see a street that actually turned into an escalator that went uphill. When we got to the top, we were amazed. We turned around and looked. We started at the very bottom of this street, which you can barely see from here. We continued to climb to the top of a hill where we could oversee the entire city of Barcelona. You can even see the cathedral and the ocean if you look hard enough. Here me and 3 friends posed for a picture on top of the hill we climbed. From the left to the right, you see Teddy, myself, Paul, and my best friend Isaac. There were a few other tourists that followed us to the top of this hill. We asked one of them to take a picture of us, but we couldn't find Paul. Apparently, Paul was too tired from the plane, and so he decided to take a nap on this park bench. After a long day of hiking, we're on our way back to our apartment when we walked by a restaurant that looked like they were having a party. Apparently, most of the local restaurants actually have their seating outdoors, which makes for a very nice evening of food. After a night of sightseeing, it was time to get back to what we were really there for. As you can see, a bunch of us were rushing to our first class because none of us knew where to go. Apparently, my good friend Alistair was well aware of where we were supposed to go. He was one of the first ones in class, such a high achiever. We got out of class around noon every day. That was a perfect amount of time to get to the beach for lunch and then go about our more sightseeing. Apparently, there's people that stay on the beach all day building sandcastles. The guys had been working on this one for 4 hours and they said they would probably finish around nighttime. During the night, security comes out and actually clears all the sandcastles. So they redo it every day. After lunch, me and a few friends went to FCB's Camp Nou. That's Football Club Barcelona, and this is their stadium where they play all of their home games. As I walked in, I couldn't believe what I saw. The field was huge. It houses over 105,000 fans when it's fully packed. We were even allowed to go into the press box. Luckily for us, somebody was there who was able to take a picture of me, Alistair, and Isaac. After touring the field, it was time to catch one of the late night attractions in Barcelona. There's an art museum that has a huge water fountain out front, and on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, they have a huge water and light show that goes on. As you can see, the fountain draws a huge attraction of people. It's awesome to see all the different colors change and the lights in the back of the building change as well. This one was one of my favorite designs. They kept repeating it because every time they did, the crowd went wild. I don't know what it was about it, but the colors made it real defined and it looked awesome. This was as the grand finale was finishing. As you can see, there are a bunch of people around it, and also you can drive to the bottom of it. This concludes my first full day in Barcelona. Me and my friends are waiting here for the metro to come and take us home. I hope someday that y'all can pursue higher education and see what it's like to travel the world.